Last night, professional sports teams in Texas and across the country held moments of silence for Kneeland, whose body was found early yesterday morning following a brief police chase. Loved ones say he had left messages saying goodbye. Kneeland was just 24 years old, and anyone wondering about the promise of his budding career need only to look at Monday night, when a euphoric Kneeland scored a touchdown in the Cowboys game against the Arizona Cardinals, celebrating there on the gridiron not 48 hours before his death. The NFL offers teams mental health training, mental wellness, health benefits, clinical social workers, even a hotline that's staffed by trained counselors. Kneeland's girlfriend says he had a history of mental illness. Joining me now, Patrick McEnroe, host of Holding Court on Sirius XM, and himself no stranger to the intense pressure of always appearing tough and stoic when it comes to pro sports. Patrick, long time no see. Great to see you, my friend. Good evening.
Good to see you, Hannah. You're 100% right. I mean, when you're an athlete, you think about being tough, and particularly football players, right? We see them every Sunday, how strong they are physically, mentally. They have to be tough as well. But this is such a sad story, number one, for this young man who had so much promise and very well liked by his teammates. He was sort of someone that, wasn't a big-time collegiate player and made the Dallas Cowboys team. And as you just showed, what a signature moment for him on the field. And this happens just a couple of days later. So let's send some thoughts and prayers to his family and his teammates as well. And I'm not really sure, Hannah, that the NFL has a specific issue. I mean, this is the first roster player that I think has ever happened that's on a main roster that's committed suicide while he's still on the team. But that being said, this is an issue for all of us, right? For the entire country. We see this happening to teenagers, to young people all over the country, in all walks of life. And as you said, the NFL, I think, has done a lot more, but there's more that they can do and that they should do and that we all should do moving forward to be open to saying it's okay to ask for help. Asking for help can actually be part of your strength. And I think that's the message that we have to deliver to not only professional athletes, but to all young people, especially around the country.
Patrick, I am curious, have you seen the conversation of mental stability happen more and more? Has the needle changed in the last 10 years? Because I feel like before we never talked about it, and now it's become somewhat of a discussion.
I think it's changed a lot, and I think mostly, Hannah, it's changed for the better, that we're able to have a lot more of these discussions. You've seen Michael Phelps, you've seen Simone Biles, you've seen Dak Prescott, who's a quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, all talk more openly about this. So I think that's part of what it's going to take. It's got to be coaches, it's got to be leaders, it's got to be owners of these teams, and it also has to be all of us in the media to be able to speak about this and say, again, it's okay. This should be, Hannah, as routine for a professional athlete as checking their shoulder, as checking their ankle, things that players do on a regular basis to make sure they go to their physical therapist on the team to make sure they're good to go physically to play in that next game. Well, it should be that they're good to go mentally as well. So maybe more check-ins, more checkups with these players, even ones that seemingly don't seem to have a problem. Now, this young man obviously had a history, as we heard from his girlfriend and others in his family. So you hope that the Dallas Cowboys and their team did what they could, and you hope that going forward, we can all do a little bit more.
Patrick, can you walk us through the mental health challenges pro athletes face behind the scenes? We probably don't really have an idea.
Well, there's the stress of the environment of just being out there, being, fans, and you feeling the pressure of being on a big-time team like the Dallas Cowboys, playing for your career. And I think the other thing, Hannah, that's another story that's come up this week is, how much gambling that's going on in the world. I know in my world of tennis, this has been going on for years, where tennis players are consistently threatened online by professional gamblers, either before or after matches. And I've heard from some football players, and in fact, I heard from one of the NFL kickers saying that he's consistently berated online on his social media if he misses a kick, if he makes a kick. Gambling has become such a part of the lexicon for better and worse in professional sports for all of us. And that's making all these players, I think, have to deal with that. And just the social media issues that go along for all of us. For my 3 teenage daughters, you got to be making them aware of all these things that can happen. And I think for professional athletes, the spotlight, Hannah, has become even brighter because of gambling and social media as well.
That's a really good point. Gambling, that's such a strong aspect of what we see playing out right now, especially on the field. Patrick McEnroe, always great to see you, Pat. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.